Hey, big fella, talk to me though real quick because I'm curious. Like when you made that change to go to the Lakers, was that? I mean, I know it had to be difficult. Was it what went into that decision?
It's about maximizing your potential. You know, we talk about people and the money that they make. The true definition of money is if you can get the renewal. Like when I first came in, I was only expecting to make, in my high school dream world, I only wanted to make 8 million for 10 years because that's where the money was at. Then my guy told me, he said, "Hey, I'm gonna get you 40 for 7, but after 3 years you can renegotiate." I said, "What does renegotiate mean?" He said, "You can get more money." And then probably, my agent was Bray, Leonard Romano. He said, "Probably then it'll be worth the 100 millions." What? Oh, I'm this 40. I'm right. So now my time is up, and hey, I done been a scorer, this and that, and boom, boom, pennies there. We rolling. We the team of the future. And then I'm the type I don't really talk much, but you hear other guys talking about they want 90. So, what us men do. If he get 90, I know I'm better than him. I want 150. So, we threw the number out there and wasn't working. But the advantageous thing is every time we lost in Orlando, I was in LA, so I was familiar with LA. Oh. If I wasn't that familiar with LA, probably would have took a little longer, or probably would have tried to do something different. But LA was the hot spot then. So we're in the '96 Olympics, and agent calls me. I'm at Magic City, me and Uncle Jerome.
Ooh.
And
I love Jerome. Jerome's a gangster too.
By the way. You ain't been to Magic City, killer.
No.
Yeah, that's not your thing.
It's like 2:30 a.m. We having a good time, eating chicken wings, watching them do their thing.
Yeah.
And I had the big dope man phone. You know what I'm talking about? The big block phone. What's up?
Yeah.
Hey, get to the hotel now. So I get to the hotel now. The late Jerry West. I know you and Jerry had a great relationship.
Man.
He was in like one of them Versace robes. He was smiling. He had an envelope. And I had never met Jerry West. I know he was. He said, "You want the good news or the bad news?" I said, "Well, what's the bad news?" He said, "We can't get you at 150, but I think you're going to be happy with this." So I opened up the envelope. I have never seen so many zeros in my life. And I was like, "Oh, it's real." Like I'm telling them people 150, and they dissing me. These motherfuckers gonna give me 120. I'm signing right now because I don't believe in the next day. I'm like, so I signed. Nope. Like Penny ain't even know I signed. So like we got the practice numbers, and they bombarded him with it, and that's what it was all about. Maximize my potential. So now when I get to LA, I'm asking my guy, "Can we do the same thing?" So we going back and forth, and then Jerry Buss says, "Man, I need you to start winning championships." And then I can do what? I'll give you another extension. Boy, 3 in a row, right? Things go boom, boom. Then I get to Miami. And Pat did the most gangster shit at all. Remember when I was up for another 120?
Yeah.
Pat came in and he said, "Shaq, I love you. I can give you the whole 120 and we can have nobody, or I can give you 100. Get UD some more money. I can bring in Posey. I can bring in GP. I can bring in all them guys." And I was like, "You know what? I need to win because you know what I'm here. I'm like, I got to win one before old boy get one. So I got enough money. I got the biggest house to do it, and that's what I did. So, for me, it's not about money. It's about maximizing your potential. If you got the ability to do more, I'm always trying to do more.
I mean,
Speaking of winning,
yeah,
three-peats.
yeah.
That's like tell people because obviously we were fortunate enough to do two in a row in Miami and the exhaustion, but I was never in a situation like you where it's physically you got to dominate games and do that thing. To do that 3 straight seasons is unbelievable. Talk about that for a minute.
So why I love this podcast because all three of us speak the same language. We're all hard, right? UD knows this. I'm sensitive. I don't like to be talked about in a bad way, especially when it's my fault. So all the times we lost, Shaq missed a couple free throws. It's always my fault. So that just always ate me up. You're not going to break me, right? Then we get to the finals in one year in Orlando, and we had 10 days off. My leadership wasn't intact then. Me and D. Scott, we in Atlanta, we in Miami, and then day 5, we come back and we try to practice because we had played Houston. Like Hakeem was way better than me, but he never did what he did to me in the finals during the regular season. So I learned that when you get to that level, you got to step it up a notch. See, I didn't know that. So, we're like, we playing the Rockets. We done beat them before. In that first game, we started rolling, and then we lose and we get swept. So now I'm saying to myself, if I ever get back to the finals again, I got to dominate so well, especially if I'm not shooting free throws well. I got to have such a dominant performance that it ain't going to even matter. So now every year we leave, Shaq's fault. Doing movies. Every year we lose, Shaq's fault. He doing album. Boom, boom, boom. And then Phil comes, he said, bro, I need you to put all that down. I did it, had my best year, and we started winning. So now after I win, think I'm getting respect from Stephen A. and Kenny and Chuck and all them. Nope, bet you can't get another one. Now I got to go win another one. So after you win 2, what you got to say? Oh, well, Magic and them got 2. I bet you can't three-peat. Pat Riley owns the term three-peat. Bet you can't three-peat. So now I freaking got a three-peat.
Yeah.
And then Draymond and us had this discussion, and you guys know this too. When you're winning all the time, it's kind of hard to stay at that, like, especially when you win 2 or 3, it's kind of very difficult to stay at that level. So it just, things didn't work out, and then I ended up in Miami, and then I got challenged again.
Yeah.
Body fat down, you need to get it down. Oh, D-Wade, you can't make him this, and you'll never win with UD. He doesn't have a 15-footer, and boom. But I was like, bro, I just kept hearing it, and I'm sensitive. I don't like hearing that. So I said, okay, let me step up. But UD knows this. The first year I got here, we made it to Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Stan Van Gundy. I love Stan, but we had a situation to where we had the number 1 spot. And I go to Stan and say, Stan, let me sit out. He said, no, he made me play. Jermaine O'Neal comes down the lane. And look, I'm going to show you this, UD. I still got the knot. Look at that. Look at that. It's still there. Yep. Put the camera on that. I want to show people that if you can.
Man.
So
that thing's terrible. I'm see from here in Memphis.
So Jermaine O'Neal comes down the middle of the lane, and we 4 or 5 games in first. I want to be like, just let me take a rest and I'm gonna get it. Jermaine O'Neal comes down the lane and hits this right here, splits it. But I can't let my guys down, so I'm shooting it up, doing all that. By the time we got to the Eastern Conference Finals, I couldn't walk, but we still almost won the game.
Yeah.
And I believe if we would have made it to the finals against the Spurs, I think I could have got something done. See that? That knot is still there. So we definitely could have had 2. So I just always think back to that. If I would have stayed out and been healthy, and that was the best shape I was in ever. Because Pat and Bill, that body fat, I was slim and running the court again, and D-Wade was coming on his own, and we had a chance to play the Spurs and all that, but I had that injury, and I never told that story.